talking about. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're just chatting weather.
Yep. But happy Tuesday morning. We made it to the second day of our work week.
Yes, and we're getting closer and closer to the first day of school for a lot of kids.
Some already back to school.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about what Madison's doing tomorrow during the live show. 6:15 and 6:45. We're continuing our back to school coverage, Heather.
Yeah, and then we'll bring back that bus stop forecast eventually. But it's been a busy morning in the weather department, so
yes,
not a lot of extra time for fun graphics, but serious graphics because severe weather.
Yeah, how are things looking now, Heather?
Looking, well, a lot better than what we were expecting. A lot of those showers diminished very early on. And we'll get into that full forecast too, but we were expecting some stronger to severe weather early on this morning, most of which the energy died out when it crossed the lake, which is good news for us. We are seeing and hearing about some power outages, so you might be one of those people watching on Facebook Live, but we could see some more power outages tonight. That is what we're tracking, is another round of severe weather. It'll be mainly later. So a lot of stuff to talk about. Plenty going on.
Yes, yeah, I know the storm team has us covered all day and night.
Yes, yeah, and Chief Meteorologist Joe Charlevoix will be here keeping a close eye on the radar and the warnings and all of that because a lot of that will be happening during his shift, but a lot of it was happening when I first got in too. So it's an active day in the weather department for everyone.
Got that right.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of lightning too this morning.
Oh my gosh, so much lightning. And some of it on cue for the live TV portion. Sometimes right when I went to my next graphic is when the lightning was happening. But yeah, a lot of cloud to ground lightning with these early storms. So you might have woken up from them too, especially early on this morning.
Yeah. And our friends are commenting regarding the weather. So we'll get to those in just a few minutes.
Yeah, so we're talking heat, humidity, storms, all those things. And we saw that heat and humidity yesterday, so we're going to talk about that in the weather quiz. So Gaylord tied its record high temperature on Monday. How hot was it? Did it reach 87, 89, or 91?
And we have the standings to show you too.
Yes, and then Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport also tied its record high, which is a lot warmer than this.
Yeah, you were talking about that yesterday, the possibility of tying or possibly breaking if it got a little sunnier, but it was hot enough. My gosh, I was on my walk yesterday and just constantly wiping the sweat off my forehead. I'm just not built for the heat, Heather.
I'm not either. That's why we're in the northern latitudes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I walked to the gym because it was going to be more of a hassle because Madison didn't think I was going to walk. I did. More of a hassle to cool off my car, drive there, just have a 2 or 3 minute walk. So I walked in the heat and humidity, and then, yeah, and to drive that back. It didn't make sense.
And then walk in the air-conditioned gym.
Yes. Yeah. I'm very lucky. So I did walk to the gym, though, Brendan. I want that to be on record. There was a few people walking their dogs, and the dogs were just, like, walking so slow. It was so hot.
Yeah.
And I could, when I left the gym, I, like, was grabbing the air like this, and you can literally feel the moisture.
I believe it.
It was gross. I was like, this is gross.
My mom's been shortening Benji's walks just with the hot pavement and just take him out long enough to do his business and then go back inside. Yeah,
it's not really an exercise kind of outdoor weather pattern right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why Madison decided to go into the gym yesterday too, because she'll run outside. But I'm like, please don't run out. It's too hot. It's too hot. You can't cool down. It's just too humid still.
Yeah.
So.
When I was doing my grocery shopping, I was chatting with one of the cart attendants where I was and talking about how he's wearing this moisture wicking shirt and he has the hat on, the sunglasses, and doesn't want to take chances with getting any kind of sun on his skin. He had long pants on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I always feel for the people who are working outside during all this heat. So we'll talk about the heat advisory we have too. It's still going to be hot today.
A lot to get to.
Lot to get to. So let's start off with what we're seeing right now. And over the last 3 hours, we saw those early showers and storms pass through. And now it's weakening as it moves through. So some showers, if you're in the eastern upper peninsula, some lighter showers up there. But a lot of that's starting to come to an end. We're seeing some cloud cover. If we see enough breaks in the clouds for some daytime heating and instability, that is what's going to fuel our next round of strong to severe storms. And even right now, as you're heading out the door, we're looking at 70 degrees already early this morning. 76 in Traverse City, 74 in Gaylord, Bel Air, Petoskey, even in Frankfurt. So it is warm and humid. Our dew points mainly in the 70s too, which means there's a lot of moisture still in the atmosphere, which will also fuel those storms. So we need moisture, instability, and lift. We have all those ingredients right now. And you can see we have the heat advisory. If you are in our southern counties, and I know we have friends who watch downstate too, that is from Mason, Lake, Oceana, Osceola, Isabella, Newaygo counties into mid-Michigan. For heat indices of 100 to 105 today. So those areas will be the hottest. If you're closer to M55, that is where we're expecting more of that heat to stay, but it'll still be hot no matter where you're at. Still going to be humid. Make sure you're limiting your time outside if you can, staying hydrated in the shade, maybe even seeking some air conditioning because it is a hot day today. You're looking at the severe storm outlook. So as I mentioned, we had the potential for some stronger severe storms this morning. Those are now coming to an end, and now we're looking ahead to this evening, and we're looking at that slight risk, which is a level 2 out of 5 on the severe weather risk scale. And you can see a lot of that is mainly south of the Upper Peninsula. So the northern lower through downstate Michigan, that is where we're expecting some severe weather tonight. It looks like it will arrive mainly later, and all those highlighted yellow counties are included in that. And we're keeping a close eye here, but our sister station in Flint and Saginaw will be keeping a close eye on that weather, and same thing with our sister station down in Kalamazoo. All of us will be under the same severe weather threat today. So here's a look at the severe weather impacts. So the main one being wind gusts. Damaging wind gusts could cause a lot of power outages today, especially tonight. So that is the main weather story, is the power outages, but we also can't rule out the chance for small to large hail. And then also tornadoes will be possible too, although it's on the lower end of the spectrum. We can't rule it out. So if these do cross the lake, keep their energy, we could see some tornadoes spawning from this system. So just make sure you have a way of receiving alerts, especially since the timing of this is from 6 p.m. mainly until midnight tonight. Maybe a little bit even later. It just depends on how quick these storms really move through. So here's a look at our morning. A lot of that rain is already coming to an end. Although we could see a shower still in the eastern Upper Peninsula by the afternoon, a lot of us will see periods of dry time. That's where we're going to see a break in the clouds by the mid-afternoon into the early evening. That's if we see enough energy regenerating, that's where we could see those stronger storms. They'll move into a favorable environment is what we call it. So that line of storms right there across the lake, closer to around 9 or 10 o'clock, that's we'll start to see that leading edge impacting us down the northern lower. The eastern Upper Peninsula could still see a storm or two, although we're not expecting it to be as strong, but you'll still probably hear some rumbles of thunder, still some rain, still some gusty winds, not on the severe weather level, but still gusty, still rainy. And then that will move on to the eastern side. If you're Alpena, Alcona, Oscoda, all those areas, even into Gladwin and Standish, that is where we're seeing some of those stronger storms still holding on closer to midnight. And then a lot of that will move out pretty late and then early into the morning. So when most of us are coming to work, at least Brendan and I, a lot of this will come to an end. We'll hang on to a few showers tomorrow. It looks like behind this main system, we'll still see some showers around. It does look like the eastern upper will see earlier showers. Looks like we could still hang on to some lighter sprinkles down in the northern lower. Our 4-zone forecast highs today will be a little cooler in the eastern Upper Peninsula with the 70s, flirting with closer to 80 degrees with scattered rain and thunderstorms. And we're going to see that south of the bridge too, but otherwise humid. That's the other story, humidity. And then the rain and thunderstorms. Temperatures in the 80s, 70s and 80s, west of I-75, 78 on Beaver Island, 81 in Charlevoix, 82 in Elk Rapids, 88 in Traverse City, under that westerly wind, and Big Rapids, Reed City, and Baldwin, 90 degrees for those high temperatures. Now tonight we are going to cool off to the 50s and 60s. Humidity will still be around, and we are going to see some showers and thunderstorms. Mainly late tonight. So a lot of that will arrive when most of you are sleeping. We are going to see that, between 6 and midnight. 66 in Traverse City this evening, 63 in Fife Lake, and then 66 in Baldwin, 70 in Pentwater. So once we get past today, it does look like we'll see improvement with humidity and those temperatures. So if you don't like the humid weather, I know I'm not a huge fan. I know Miss Alice, if you're watching, you are. But a cold front will move through tomorrow. So we are going to see those cooler temperatures around 60s and 70s. And then it looks like dry weather Thursday, some storm chances on Friday. And it looks like the weekend's looking mild with those highs closer to average and perhaps a shower south of the bridge on Sunday.
Okie dokie. I don't see Alice watching quite yet.
Okay. Well, she did mention it in her voicemail this morning, too. She loves it. She was reporting 71 and humid. Loves it. I'm like, you know what?
To each their own.
You go, girl. Maybe she needs to be down in Florida where that warm, moist air likes to stick around a lot longer than here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're forcing that air mass back to where it needs to go.
Get out of here.
Get out.
Get out of here. Do you want to guess who's first, Heather?
I'm guessing Christopher, Paul, and then
No. Try again.
not Christopher first?
No, you're right about that.
Okay, Christopher. Gail?
Joel.
Joel.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So we'll start with Christopher since he's top of the list here. It's 76 and reporting thunderstorms where he is in Farmington Hills. We've got Joel saying good morning from the Pleasanton Patriots Pub at 71 and partly cloudy. He did also say the storms moved through early morning, didn't last long, but got some good rain. And he's saying that Pleasanton seen heat index of 103 yesterday. He's saying hi to Lori. And he's also saying, at least there's a breeze right now. Just trying to combine all of Joel's comments
It was a
here.
warm breeze yesterday outside. It was not fun here.
And Joel guessing 91 for the weather quiz. I think that's it from Joel at the moment. A very loyal viewer, huh, Heather?
Yes. And we love the Northern Manistee County reports. Always helpful.
And all the festival reports.
Yeah.
Yep.
Festival fun. All of that.
And there's Paul's comment saying good morning from Rogers City. He's saying hi all. What else do we have here? Chris saying good morning from a toasty Chicago. Mark saying good morning from Miles, 74 degrees, not raining yet. Nice morning here, he says. Jackie saying good morning. It's 71 in Kalkaska. A lot of lightning last night. Paula saying good morning from Boyne Falls, 75 and mostly cloudy. No rain, just thunder overnight. Amy is saying good morning from Hessel. Good to hear from Amy. And she's saying cloudy and sticky up here. What a combination.
Yes.
Thanks for that report, Amy. Who else do we have here? Lou watching from Wellston. Hope it's a good day. A little warm out there, she said.
A little bit.
Jackie, hopefully you're getting sound by now. Shelly's with us again. She's watching earlier about 6:20. She's saying good morning. Very steamy day in Charlevoix. Dave said we got wet earlier in Breckenridge, Michigan. Clearing now, but delayed my travel to Indianapolis. Hope it's a nice, easy drive for us.
I hope so.
Yeah. Christopher giving some tech advice to Jackie. Christopher guessing 89 for the quiz question. Paula guessing 91. Lou guessing 91. And there's Wendy's comment. Hey, Wendy, saying good morning from the Cadillac Farmers Market. Until 3 today, come see us, Jim and Norma's Bakery. I wonder, Heather.
I know. You're sniffing.
We had, I think this is before we started on the morning show. Yeah, it was. We had one of our friends, I can't remember who it was. They actually went in front of the camera in Cadillac. I guess it had to be Mark, zoomed in, and we saw one of our friends waving. I wish, was it Andrea? It could have been. But anyway, we'll see if Wendy's right there now. Heather can zoom in. Wendy, where are you? Is that as far as you can zoom in, Heather?
I can go in further. I just didn't want to.
Let's see what's.
Oh my gosh, I could go in so much, Brendan.
Let's see what kind of sweet treats Wendy has today. This is so creepy.
You asked.
I love it though. I don't.
Okay,
regret.
that is as far as I can go.
Where's Wendy?
We're gonna go left first.
Okay.
Okay, I see items there.
I don't see any
sunflowers,
baked
maybe?
goods
I
yet.
don't see
That
any
looks like more
baked goods.
vegetables there.
Yep. That's vegetables.
I love this. Okay, let me go down to the bottom here to see if Wendy is. She's probably saying
a little.
probably saying
stand
leave me
here.
alone. Where's Wendy?
You think that might be her? It's hard to tell.
How much farther do we have to go to the right?
Oh wait,
How much is
bakery.
left?
I see. Is that her?
Jim and Nora's Bakery.
There. It's right there.
Wow, with the sign and everything.
And people getting out of their car to go get baked goods.
Wendy, where are you?
You should wave to us.
Oh, that's great. Maybe that guy is going to be getting some
My
sweet
gosh, this
treats.
is so much clearer on this big. This poor woman who's selling vegetables and fruits right now has no idea, but.
Look at those flowers. Is that Wendy? I saw somebody waving. Yes, hi Wendy.
Where?
Wait,
Oh,
back.
right there. Yes, I
back.
see her.
Yeah, go a little closer so we can.
There
Hi
you
Wendy.
are. Hi, Miss Wendy.
That is hilarious.
I love this.
Hi Wendy.
That is clear as day, Jim and Norma's Bakery. You can get bagels,
That's hilarious. We see you, Wendy.
fresh, never frozen bagels, and other stuff.
Oh, now she's jumping up and down. We love the
We
enthusiasm.
love this.
That's awesome.
Now
Oh,
we're just
my
going
goodness.
to creep on you the rest of the morning.
So that's downtown Cadillac, in
Yep.
case you want some treats there from Jim and Nora's Bakery. She has her phone on. That's awesome. There she is.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Wendy, thanks for playing along.
Yeah, thanks for being a good sport with
Some-
us being a creeper.
Some people may think.
People have no idea we have all these cameras that we can actually zoom in and see a lot of things.
We had another one of our friends too. Was it Tom? Somebody who I think still watches to this day. They went to Mackinac Island.
Oh, was that
And there's
Tom?
the camera. It could have been Tom. There's a camera on, is it Mission Point Resort?
Yeah.
And near all those white chairs there.
Yep.
And he waved to us. I think it was Tom.
I think this Cadillac camera too. I was working the weekends and Miss Baxter was downtown Cadillac and stopped by and waved to me, jumped out of the car.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna see. Oh, she's telling her friend. Yep, showing her friend.
That she's also on.
She's,
The poor
she's
woman who
pointing
has
at the
no
camera.
idea.
And that camera is far away. I mean, that's across the
so
parking
far.
lot on top of is the Baker College camera.
Yep.
And the friend's waving too.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Wendy says thank you. Joel is sending the laughing, crying emojis there. Oh my goodness, so much fun. Well, we'll keep, if you don't mind, Wendy, we'll just keep
I'm
the
just
camera.
gonna keep it up. And most
there.
people probably already have the weather quiz down, but we'll air that in a second.
And she's explaining, the setup and the situation. That is great. All right, let's go back up to Nancy. Nancy, we don't have a camera in East Jordan, so you don't have to worry about us zooming in
No,
on you.
unless you want us to have one there.
That, I think, would be a great spot for
I
a
think
camera.
so,
yeah.
honestly.
73 degrees is what she's reporting right now. It's 91. Sorry, her guess is 91. I'm just so excited. This is hilarious. Let's see.
Brendan
Amy,
is way too thrilled about this, Gib.
Did my IFB die? Is Gib talking to you?
He's not talking. I'm just talking
Oh,
to
he's not?
Gib.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amy is reporting 70 degrees, guessing 91 for the quiz. Frank is watching. Good morning, Gib, Brendan, and Heather. It's 73 in Gaylord, and heading to Grand Blanc for a funeral.
Oh, I'm
Sorry to hear that, Frank. Susie Q is also chiming in. It's 72 in Frederick. Rain today? Yeah, no rain yet, she said. Off to get the nails done and meeting with a friend, it sounds like. Jackie's
I also
guessing.
have a nail appointment today.
Getting the nails done.
If the severe weather holds off, I will be able to get my nails done.
The life of a meteorologist. Severe weather may be postponing nail plans.
I know. Isn't that just like a crazy thing to think about?
Oh, somebody's going up to the bakery.
But the weather doesn't sleep, doesn't wait for hair or nail appointments. So
Wonder what Wendy's gonna sell there.
I don't know, but I'm hungry and
taking a
everything
closer look.
sounds delish.
I'm guessing that's the menu there.
She's
off
gonna
to the
tell
left.
them to wait.
We see, she's like, oh boy, I didn't sign up for this. Hi. Get a cinnamon
gonna
roll or
show.
something if they have cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
But look at that. I'm guessing that's a menu, Heather. Looks like
Yeah.
there's a lot being
Yeah, I
offered
can't-
right there.
I
And
can't
she's
read
showing
it.
her the phone.
Oh, and now the other
Oh,
woman
there's
who's also selling.
another vendor.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
All the way down in Wexford County.
Oh,
Isn't
gosh.
this crazy?
Oh, somebody else is approaching. I wonder if this is another vendor. They're thinking, what is going on there
Maybe
in the
another
corner?
vendor or a customer.
Wendy's going to explain.
She's gonna.
There we go.
Wait.
She's like, I don't see it yet. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I think she's going to maybe
This is
figure it
Brendan's
out.
best day ever.
This is fantastic. We'll get back to the comments. Heather, let me know if there's something else I need to.
I'm gonna keep a close eye. It's easier for me to see it on the bigger monitor. That's why I'm turning around.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm looking over there, yeah.
My distance vision is better this way.
Jackie's guessing 91. I can't remember if we mentioned that.
Okay.
I've been a little distracted.
Have you?
Mark is guessing 91. Susie Q is guessing 89. Chris is guessing 91. Christopher is definitely hitting the thunderstorms right now. His anxiety is climbing up, as he said. Tom, has a question for you. Heather, what happened to the thunderstorms we were supposed to get in the pre-dawn hours this morning? I turned off the sprinkler system last night.
Yeah, it looked like, as per usual with northern Michigan weather, it crossed the lake and lost a lot of energy. So those organized cells we thought were going to stay together kind of fell apart once they hit land. So that stronger weather we were talking about kind of just dissipated there. We did see a quick downpour here at the station in Leelanau County, but Madison was driving in from Grand Traverse at 4 in the morning when we saw that rain and didn't see it at all. So it was very isolated early this morning, at least south of the bridge. We were seeing some more showers in our southern counties. So Isabella, even Mason, Lake, Oceana saw a lot of those stronger storms and heavier downpours, but it just seems like a lot of them kind of fell apart, which here, I'll slow this down for you, but this is the radar loop from, it's 5 a.m. Let's go back to here. So that was 3 a.m. When I was in, we did see a severe thunderstorm warning over the lake, and then that expired. And then they kind of lost the energy. You see how they kind of crossed, and then we saw some storms, but they just continued to fall apart as it moved through with that short wave. So see, kind of a lot of that stayed south, as I mentioned, and fell apart in, Leelanau, Grand Traverse, even Antrim County didn't see a whole lot of rain either this morning.
There we go. Hopefully that answers your question, Tom.
I hope that answers your question. It's just, it's always something we deal with here. I'd rather prepare you guys for the potential of that happening and then it falling apart than to downplay it, say it's not going to happen, and then it happens. So either way, and that will be the question tonight. If it holds together across the lake and the environment's favorable, as I mentioned, that's when we could see severe weather, but it could very well fall apart too. There's a lot of uncertainty, even though this is only a few hours away. I mean, this forecast has been uncertain since we mentioned it, just with all the other factors going on in the atmosphere right now. And it really depends on the clouds breaking and the sunshine and the daytime heat. There's a lot of factors that have to come together. And so that's why it's pretty uncertain right now.
Yeah.
So Joe will have a lot to say at 6 p.m. I can guarantee that.
Appreciate the explanation, Heather.
Yeah.
And then Tom said, yes, it was him a couple years ago on Mackinac Island.
Okay.
He waved one of our cameras there.
That's
one
a
of the
good
cameras
memory,
that we
Brendan.
use. Yeah. Thank you, Heather. Who else do we have here? Going up the list here. Said hi to Tom. Darlene talking about the heat index yesterday of 100. Christopher saying nice black dress, Heather.
Thank you.
And Darlene also saying need rain in East Emmett County. Guessing 91 for the weather quiz. Ron is giving us, a location and some weather information. He said, hi, rain in Livonia. He's downstate. Thanks for that, Ron.
That is downstate. Thanks, Ron.
My mom's watching. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Miss Christine, Benji's mother.
Yes, and Benji is mentioned here. Said, good morning, Facebook friends. It was so hot in Port Huron yesterday, but just heard thunder, and Benji just came to hide under my legs. Poor baby.
Aww.
Supposed to rain at 9 o'clock. Pretty dark here. Great to see your beautiful faces to start my day.
Aw, I think my storm kitty will be excited tonight, looking outside the window.
Yes,
she likes to hide behind the blinds and just watch.
And my mom's saying, thanks, Wendy, for making Brendan and Heather's day. You guys are so cute. And we appreciate Wendy for being a great sport. She's still there.
Thank you for us being a creeper and not being weirded out by that. He still has her phone up.
Yeah. And who else do we have here? Up North Live. I've heard of that account, that organization.
I've heard of that place before.
Up North Live, whoever is running that account, saying, wow, what fun and friendship.
I think that might be Trevor Drew.
Couldn't say it better myself.
Yeah.
Susie Q said, road trip to Wendy, baked goods, yum.
I'm down for the road trip too. The
And
storms can continue to hold off, and then I can go get some treats.
And Jackie said, this made my day. And Joel said that we were freezing. That's no good. And Amy said, I appreciate all the heads up. My family members work on the islands up here. We're here to provide information for you, Amy.
Yep. I hope they're staying safe and have a safe space to go to just in case there is severe weather tonight.
Our friend and coworker Madison saying good morning with that coffee and sunrise emoji.
Miss Madison and her peaches this morning was so fun.
Oh gosh, yeah. She's going to be posting that to the website soon, upnorthlive.com. Her interviews with Jack with King Orchards.
Yep. One of my favorite farmers to talk to. Every farmer is a favorite, but he is very enthusiastic about his crops.
Yes.
And he has a lot of them.
He was smelling the peaches on live TV,
Then
eating
ate
them.
it right at the end. He had the timing perfect too.
Yes.
Yeah. We've had him on live before with Miss Allie Baxter, and I think with Miss Madison for another story, maybe apples, but.
Yeah, he's in Antrim County in Central Lake, so what a fun time.
And it has a farm stand in 2 different locations. So if you're out there in that neck of the woods, you could run into the first farm stand or the second one, but both have all the fruits and the fun stuff. They make the best donuts, Brendan.
Oh gosh, I love
It always
donuts
when I walk in there, I'm
from those
like,
places.
I didn't want a donut, but now I do.
Speaking of donuts, well, I don't know if Wendy has donuts, but you got customers, potential customers, Wendy, in case you're still listening.
No, I can't. I know there's the fresh, never frozen bagels. That's a sign. I don't know. Could be anything.
My mom's apparently getting her nails done today too.
Oh, what color are we getting, you guys? What is the color today? I need help. Because I'll get pink every time, no matter what. And I'm already on pink, so.
Kim just said wrap. My mom normally goes like a red or something, like a darker red perhaps.
I do like a cherry red too.
And my mom wishes she could go on the road trip with Susie Q because now she wants some yummy baked goods.
Yeah?
And Susie Q said, how fun, love the waves. And Tom says, thanks, Heather. I've always heard that the Great Lakes is one of the most difficult areas to predict the weather because of the lakes.
Yes, it is. It's a fun challenge, but with that means we're not always 100% on the money with the forecast just because of all the other factors going on.
And let's see. Wendy is saying, yes, we have donuts. And Jackie wants to know if Wendy has a store. And if you're still listening, Wendy, which I think she is, maybe you can tag your page.
Yeah.
'Cause I think, as far as I know, she travels from place to place.
Okay.
So she'll go to like Ross Common, for example, obviously in Cadillac. I'm not sure what
Farmers
other areas
market
she's.
stuff.
Yeah. She travels around northern Michigan. So yeah, let her know, Wendy.
Yeah.
Let us know. Susie Q talking about peaches. Gail saying good morning. Good to hear from you, Gail.
Hi, Gail.
Yeah, the longer we talk,
And I
the
saw
more
the
people we're
pictures
gonna
of
get.
all the salmon. So jealous. Gib showed us those
Yes.
yesterday. And amazing. Looked amazing.
Yeah, some great catches, Gail.
Yeah,
I think
some
today,
big ones too.
Isn't today the smoked salmon day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Madison saying hi to Gib, calling him Gibbigator. Gibbigator? That's a new one.
Gibbigator. I haven't heard that
Gibbigator.
one. I've called Gib a lot of different nicknames in our time here together. Not that one, though. Oh, because he's holding the alligator in his Facebook profile picture.
Yep.
That makes
makes
a lot of
sense.
sense.
And Wendy said, we are a home bakery in Prudenville and Roscommon Village Market on Saturdays. Thanks, Wendy.
Nice. Little Prudenville.
Oh, Gail said, in the smoker already. Wasting no time.
I knew it was early. It
Yeah.
takes a while, so
Yeah.
you'll have to let me know how it turns out.
And then Jackie and Wendy, you can
Chatting.
exchange messages and things. So let's get to the weather quiz results, Heather.
If you guys are still with us, thanks for bearing with us.
37 people.
Wow.
Yep.
They all want to know the answer. They do.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Gaylord tied its record high temperature on Monday. How hot was it, Brendan? What do you think? 91. That is true. And then TVC did record their tied record high, which I said was a little bit cooler because the airport does get a little bit warmer. And they did report 97 degrees yesterday. We did see more sunshine than expected. So, but Brendan, Director Gibb, producer Sarah all tied this week, 1 for 2. Facebook viewers are 0 for 2, and that was Miss Chris or Mrs. Chris. I don't know which one, but one of them. And they answered. They joined us at 6:20 in the morning. If you'd like to be our Facebook viewer of the day, you'll have to set that alarm a little earlier than 8:35.
And we'll talk about what's going on tomorrow. We gave a deep tease, what we call in the biz, at the beginning of this. So yeah, we're continuing our back to school coverage, and Madison is going to be live at Benzie County Central Schools talking about what's new in the district, Heather.
Yep, and then she'll be live in the 6 a.m. hour at 6:15 and 6:45. But we will be live at 4:30 to 7 with fun, friendship, and forecasting. And we'll also probably take a closer look at those storm reports too. If it pans out the way we think it will, we'll have some storm reports to talk about.
Yep. Looks like Wendy has some guests, has some customers checking out the menu, checking out the goods.
The donuts, the bagels.
This has been up there. This is probably one of the most interactive, I think, fun Facebook, YouTube lives we've had, Heather.
Yeah, I agree. It's
up
a good
there.
one.
Yeah.
On a very busy day.
Christopher said, well, I'm still watching. I don't do much in the morning. Well, Christopher, we're glad you're with us. Appreciate it.
I'm glad you're sticking with us. At least
Oh,
someone.
we have, you see, somebody just waved.
All right, well, we'll have to say goodbye for this morning.
Yeah, Wendy, let's do one last
Wendy,
wave if
one
you're still
last
listening
wave.
here.
And then it's like a few seconds
Because
delay.
we got to get going. Oh, I've been saying Ope a lot. It's very Michigan of me.
It is very Michigan of you.
We'll let Wendy get back to business, and we appreciate you watching.
And we'll get back to business too.
And for those interacting with us there in downtown Cadillac, bye Wendy.
Have a good one.